very good evening. Wishes to all of you, especially so in military-like Boy Scouts attire, which was also an early attraction of mine during my good old school days in my country back in Sri Lanka. I'm amazed to see your young and energetic gesture right in front of me, sitting here, as it is a must in every scout throughout 24 hours, 364 days, as I was learned by my superiors those days. I sincerely admire the noble service of Sir Robert Burton Howell, the founder of the World Scout movement and the chief scout of the world, who had inculcated the true spirit of your life in the blooming characters in the society, especially those who are under basic education. And he was more than an educational innovator who had the vision to bring about success in you, who are to be fallen to the category to take your country forward in future. Here I must thank and congratulate everybody who had taken efforts to bring me down here all the way from my New York UN office with the aim of educating, motivating and entertaining you on the true potential of command and leadership that necessarily grinding in the components in the production of pleasing characters to the society and to the whole world. I know I was invited by my very good friend, whom I knew even before I stepped into this country, Senaka Seniviratna, but I was also told that one young scout by the name of Ashwin also had taken a little interest some time back to get down me here. So, my beloved young gentlemen scouts, I must make sure that you as young individuals in the United States of America to take care of yourself first with the fullest esteem to walk into the society out there, which is a combination of various walks of life that automatically meet challenges 24 hours and 364 days throughout. I, being an outsider who is now on your podium, do sense my pulse, and I consider it is my duty and the responsibility to tell you something constructive, as it will be assist you in any instance in your long journey across life in scouting uniform. I do see a couple of familiar faces here among you in the gathering, and I do know you are a fine family here. I am amazed with that, as I am sure that you all young gentlemen are having a responsible and a great duty in future to bring about glory to United States by becoming the true sons of her in whatever the circumstances, according to the principles of things you have learned so far under the teaching of Robert Burton Howell. Well, I might ask you as to what you can get from me today, inviting me here. Yeah, young, energetic scouts. Okay, gentlemen, eyes of a scout should be keen and sharp, and he should be vigilant like an eagle. He should be vigilant like an eagle in the sky. I don't expect a bit of a silence like this. Okay? Eagle is the bird in your national emblem. Can anybody tell why your great ancestors have selected eagle as your emblem? I know. Okay, great.
The eagle stands for bravery and justice and freedom.
Okay, great. Because of its long life, great strength, and the majestic look. Eagle flies high up in the blue skies independently without a harm to that of others. But even a tiny little thing he sees to his watchful eyes down below, and it has the capability to descend down within a friction of time to snatch what he wants. That is an eagle. Its efforts never go in vain because it raises sharp nails on legs that doesn't succumb to its beak. The whole sequence is a shock action to a viewer, but the formula lies all along with the self-reliance, pride, and battle readiness. Mind you, gentlemen, your country needs you in that caliber, not in a very silent caliber. And that's why you are here today, at the beginning of your proper life in the society. Many chosen wrong path to commence walking the rest of my ages, but you as young enthusiastic men certainly do have a task to act the role of a swan in your circle, whereas you will become an inspiring character and you will be followed by subordinates under you. I'm sure that is what the people who are behind you as instructors would like to have you all at the end of your scouting training. Here, I must ask what the role of a swan is. Okay, I think you all are running short of time, I'm running short of time, so I don't want to ask questions. I was a student, I didn't like this, but it's my character. Okay, so I can't change my character coming here just within few minutes. Okay, swan symbolizes innocence and purity. Swan is said to be the icon of incorruptibility, but many do not know why it is recognized like that. But mind you that it can separate water out of milk. I hope that you have heard about this. It sucks all but leaves dirt out and goes for new experiences. So the pleasing characters lives among common laymen but absorbs what is relevant only. Look at the most successful characters in the society. I do not refer into the lives of successful gangsters, no, the killers, rapists, and childbusters who do not have values in their lives, but certainly look at the men in the highest platform who are immensely contributing to the nation, humanity, and equality. Though I am positioned in the ambassadorial stage, I am a military man in my profession. and in my nature, and I am proud that I have seen the lives of another during thousands of instances in my life. Thanks to Almighty Lord Buddha, I adore. I have no fear of life in service to the others, and I have delivered this message to most of the people I met so far in my life. It is true that one should have a religion of own that teaches ethics and values, which indeed play the most vital part, making himself a balanced social thing. So it's our duty to serve the other, and if you neglect your part in the society, you will be isolated in it, and there will be no escape, and there will be nobody when you are in need. The one who saves the country is spontaneously saved by the country. Keep this in mind. I can assure that it has happened to me. All what I say here are things that I have practically experienced. How you save your country is not a thing to be studied on books. It doesn't teach in classrooms by territorial staff and university educationalists, but it certainly teaches to your heart by your own self. You right now sitting over here are learning something under my lives. Though you can't figure it out, you are now learning the styles of command and control to lead men in the society you meet. Command and control is a very grand thing to do, as it always mission oriented. Missions are varied according to the time and frame and the necessity. It's you who decide the set factors when the objective is given to you. I'm sure you are practicing with your instructors here. You are being given objectives and you are to achieve. You as young scouts in this prestigious organization will have to rehearse your command ability to lead a crowd in future, and for God's sake, think that many things that included even the lives of others are on your hand under your command. It can be 5, 10, 15 or any amount. In my life, I have started my career commanding 34 infantry soldiers in my battalion in the army in war against counter-revolutionary warfare in Sri Lanka.